Dear students, welcome to my YouTube channels. I, Professor Prashant Bua, Dr. Subhash Technical Campus, Junagadh. So again, I welcome to my new series of subject Structural Analysis 2, which will offered in 5th SEM in GTU. So in Structural Analysis 2, it's very important because in the same semester you have to also study design of structure. So that's why the subject is very important for the aspect of design related also and analysis also. Already you have to studied in structure analysis 1. So in that structure analysis 2, there are the lots of method to identify or analysis the determinate and indeterminate structure. So in this first lecture of this subject, I will cover the module of your fourth is nothing but structural subject to moving load is called influence line diagram. So as per the GTU scheme is concerned, in this module we will cover the influence line diagram for statically determinate beams and influence line diagram for statically indeterminate beams. So while we use for statically determinate beams, in this module we will discuss or cover the ILD of support reaction, shear force, moment bending for the beam subjected to UDL or serval point load, the maximum effect of ILD for statically determinate truss force in a member or UDL of point load. So for the determinate structure, we will solve the ILD of beam for using the shear force bending moment diagram, for UDL wall beam or serval point of beam, and the different type of truss is solved through this determinate beams. For the ILD of indeterminate beam, we use Muller-Buchloh principle and obtaining the ILD for reaction for internal of prop cantilever beam, conjugated beam and qualitative rigid joint structure. So start with the first lecture of subject structure analysis 2 and the subjected moving load of determinate beam first we cover. So first, what is the influence line diagram? So a graphical representation of structure functions such as reaction or support or shear force at section and the bending moment at section of the structure for various position of unit load on a span of structure is called influence line diagram. So influence line represent the variation of reaction, shear, moment or deflection at specified point in a member as concentrated load move over the member. So it's a graphical represent as per the influence line introduction is say, and it should be a specially point where the concentrated load are moving, means your load is not fixed, it should be moving or it should be a fluctuated. At that time influence line is the best method to analyze this type of structure. So the influence line gives the value of function at any point or one point, or you can say the selection point of structure and no other points. So the separation of influence line is should be drawn for the function of any other points. There are the two methods of construction of influence line for determining and indeterminate structure. First one is construction of ILD by analytic method and second one is construction of ILD, it means influence line diagram at deflection curves by Muller-Buchloh principle. So for statically determinate structure, the influence line for shear force bending moment as compared to straight line, and the statically indeterminate structure it will be a cantilever. Now again you have the question in your mind, what is the importance of influence line diagram? There are the lots of method to analyze the determinate structure as well as indeterminate structure. Why we use influence line? So the influence line diagram shows the value of particular stress functions such as reaction, shear force, bending moment, deflection or slope at a point varies with the position of unit concentrated load across the structure. So in this method, at any point we have to find out shear force, bending moment and the reaction. Now rest of this method we will find out only the support reaction as well as maximum at midspan. In between the midspan to support we cannot find out the particular section. Here the influence line, at any point we have to find out this reaction, shear force, bending moment and deflection also. And that's why it's very important to analyze the particular shape of bending moment and shear force we will output in this method. So it's help to study the effect of moving load on structures. It's also help to find the position of live load which produce the maximum stress in our structures. 9. It gives the value of particular stress function with critical load condition also. It helps to calculate the value of force in a member of trusses, and ILD is very useful to finding the direct value of function at given section under any loading system. Either it should be UDL or it should be a serval point offset or it should be a any moving load. So what are the influence line? So when the applied the load is not fixed, that I say that of course load is moving or fluctuated, we will use influence line to determine the impart of live load and the single point as load move across the beam, because live load is very affected in our building and it's very important role to sharing the maximum stress production due to live load. And that's why live influence line are important in design of structure that resist the live moving load. So are you again the question in your mind? So which are the type of structure that live load should be maximum affection? So I again ask the question. So which are the structure are mostly affected due to live load? In next lecture we will discuss on the same question. Meanwhile you find out the answer of the same question. So next you can see the different type of bridge and why the influence line is important. So it should be covered in this 4 image. First of all, you can see the first image. The the truck should be moved from one end to another end with the use of this bridge. You can see the deflection of bridge. Second one, the arc bridge are there. Also you can deflection when the truck move in the center of span. Third one is space thrust used by the made of this bridge, and also the fluctuation is described in 4. The next figure 4, you can see truck is moved and it should be reached to the next end. Suddenly the end should be collapsed and the deflection is done. So why this all phenomena are occur? So as per the figure it shows that our truck load is are under a moving load. So at that time of structure will be constructed like a bridge or suspension bridge or deck on a bridge, that not should be calculate the perfect moving load at a time of which time the moving load are maximum. So it should be again the problem of traffic intensity also, but we will design the all type of sudden load are fluctuated in terms of live load, and that's why the influence line diagram represent the perfect value of shear force, bending moment and the deflection where the load is moving. So suppose you can see this first figure, our truck is move on the bridge. So at that time the one wheel is should be act on a bridge and rest of wheel are on a far end. So at that time what should be the position of shear force that will be evaluated using this method? If truck are rest, second image you can see the truck are move on the center of bridge. At that time what should be the shear force, bending moment, and if truck are rest on the far end what should be the shear force, bending moment effect? And that's why the moving load are different, and that's why the shear force and bending moment intensity are also different. So these are the graphical represent done by this method is nothing but influence line diagram. So the influence line are provided a systematic process for determining how the reaction, shear force, bending moment and deflection in given part of structure varies as the applied load move above the structure. So there are the systematic procedure to finding out this all diagram. Now what would be the influence line versus bending moment diagram? So difference between constructing the influence line and the construction of shear or bending moment. The influence line represent the effect of moving load only at specified point on a member, while bending moment diagram represent the effect of fixed load at a point along the axis of member. So it not be covered at effect of moving load. Only influence line are effect on moving load. So there are the basic difference between influence line diagram and our routine bending moment diagram that will be covered in structure analysis 1. Now method of producing the influence lines. So take a moving load of 1 unit weight. Now our moving load should be converted into 1 unit weight. Select the point of interaction when reaction or shear or moment or deflection is required. Now you have to select at which point you have to finding out the reaction and as well as shear force and bending moment. Place the moving load at the various point and use the static principle to find the reaction, shear moment and deflection for the same point you have to interested. Now you can also move your unit weight at different position and finding out at which pace or at which point it should be a measure effect of this shear force and bending moment. So plot the value of the shear, reaction, moment and deflection over the length of beam computed for the point under the consideration. So there are the lots of option to move your unit weight, and at that point where it should be moved and where we get the maximum shear, bending moment and deflection, that should be known using this method. So the method producing the influence line make life should be easier. For the statically determinate structure, you get the straight line, although the line of slope may change as the load passes over the key point. Now we will discuss about the introducing when the influence line, if we draw the determinate structure, our influence line should be straight line. While we use our indeterminate structure, it should be a curved line represent. So there are the main difference between influence line solved by determinate structure and influence line solved by indeterminate structure. But if the line of slope may be changed if the load passes through our key point. When our key point the load should be passes, our slope should be changed. So at that time it's not perfectly straight, but although the throughout the shear force and bending moment is concerned, the line is our straight, and that's it represent the statically determinate structure. So now you can take one example of influence line. Roughly I draw this all the diagram. Detail we will also discuss in our example also, but here I give one concept how it should be drawn. So you can take one example of a beam which is located by A and B. A is a hinge support, B is a roller, and C at a point of section. Now we will introducing the unit load. It described in a red line. It should be 1 at a distance of x. Now ILD draw for RB at reaction at B. You can see that unit 1 should be act on a B because we should apply unit 1. Same way for RB. Now we will find out ILD for FC and MC. So at any different location we will draw the shear force, bending moment and reaction. So this is the example of influence line diagram. Later on or our next lecture we will more describe how to draw the reaction diagram, bending moment diagram and shear force diagram. So why we use unit load for influence line? So most of students have arise the question regarding in your mind, why we use only unit load? So one is easy to multiply by the weight of anything or any number of the thing I want. So actual moving load we not calculated before we analysis the influence line diagram. So taking 1 unit load, so at any weight of moving load you can easily multiply with 1. That's why we take unit load as a 1. Next one is influence line are popular for studying the impact of moving the variable loads on a bridge and other such structure, and that's why the unit load will be taken as a 1, and then after we multiply the variable of load, including the bridge analysis also, to obtain the reaction, shear force, moment or deflection due to any applied load, multiply by this ordinate or influence line diagram by value of this load. So it's very easy to calculate real time problem also. If you to done by unit load 1, now you can found the actual weight of your moving load, multiply by your influence line diagram coordinates, and it gives the directly value of perfect shape of reaction, shear force, bending moment and deflection also. Now the influence line, bending moment and shear force. So the influence line represent the effect of moving load only at specified point of member, while shear force and bending moment diagram represent the effects of fixed load that would be covered in our previous slide also. So the procedure to determine the influence line diagram are tabular procedure, or you can say the influence line equation also. So one tabular way we can find out the different coordinator of RA, shear force and bending moment. So next, tabular procedure, first we start place of unit load at a load whose magnitude is equal to 1. That's why we place the unit load. Always that magnitude should be 1 at a point of x along the member. At any point of x, first we applied the unit load 1 at any particular beam or truss. Then what should be the next step? Use the equation of equilibrium to find the value of function. We already used the equilibrium equation in structure analysis 1. Which are the equilibrium condition? Summation of x should be 0, summation of y should be 0, summation of z should be 0. And the third one is summation of reaction at any point are equal to. So these are the all equilibrium condition are used, and finding out the value of function related to reaction is concerned, shear force is concerned or moment is concerned. So it specify a point P due to the concentrated load at x. At which point we have to find out this reaction, shear and moment. At that time we should provide this unit load, move over the load point P. Next, third step, repeat the step 1 and 2 for various value of x over the wall beam. Now first we unit load place on a distance of x at the different interval throughout the beam length. We should provide and again repeated the step 1 and 2, and that's why we found the diagram of reaction, shear as well as moment. Then next point, plot the values of reaction, shear and moment for the member, and finally we found the shape of reaction, shear and moment also. So influence line equation produce the determinant of influence line. So place unit load that I say the loads was magnitude always 1 and put the x value, and finding out the reaction, shear, moment for the same. So there are the very simple way. First we apply the unit load at a point x. Now again we describe the same example that will be seen in previous topic, that should be a influence line. Same you have to notice now. So first step is nothing but you should produce the unit value of 1 at any point of x, and then find out that coordinator below x at a reaction of RA and RB as well as shear force at C and bending moment at C. So if the varies the value of x, our unit load should be move. So at any point or any length throughout the beam, we can find out the same principle after repeating this our previous 1 and 2 step. Now influence line. So an influence line for any given point or section of structure is a curve or graph whose coordinate represent to the scale and the variation of function. We must be draw the influence line to the scale, and that's why we get the perfect shape of reaction as well as bending moment, such as shear force, bending moment, reaction at A, support, deflection, etc. at the point of section when the unit load move across the structure. So the influence line for any given point C on the structure is such a curve that ordinates at any point D gives the shear force of bending moment, reaction or deflected at C when unit load is placed at D. So when we place our unit load on place D at that time what should be the deflection or reaction at C, that should be notated, and likewise we found the coordinate. So for the statically determinate structure, we describe that our influence line is represent the straight line. Why? Curved line should be in statically indeterminate structure. Now the difference between shear force bending rod diagram in influence line diagram is that coordinator of shear force and bending moment diagram gives the value of shear force bending moment at section, while where our ordinates means we will solve by the influence line diagram, then ordinate has been drawn, while influence line ordinates at any points give the value of shear force bending moment. And that's why it's very important method to find out at any point. We will discuss the figure of this truck moving on bridge. So we can't first of all analysis at which point the bridge should be collapse or it should be deflect. So that's why we trial and sector our load should be moved at different location, and then we find out that coordinates, so that after the analysis of the influence line we get the peak point at point where the moving load is act, and it should be severe effect on our structure. So that's why this is the graphical representing. So, repeatedly our load should be moved, and that's why the coordinator same has been drawn. Also there is only the single shear force bending moment curve under the action of given set of train of load, which there are infinitive number or influence line are the same for ordinates to find out the shear force bending moment. So in practice structure are subjected to live load, that we know that, and second one is dead load, and third one is another load, but live load is are under moving, but dead load is fixed. So as the load are moving they will produce the different shear moment due to the vibration of structure for their different position. The best example of vibration, if you have to notice or seen that if you have to stand over the foot or foot press over the space of bridge, and the heavy vehicle should be passed over the bridge, you feel the vibration of bridge is nothing but our moving load, or you can say the live load. So any structure of structural element shall have to be designed for the most severe stress condition that can occur on it. So being as a structural designer, find out the load position to produce the maximum stress in a structure, and that can be done by influence line diagram. So in this method we will find out the load position at that time maximum stress should be occur, and according to this analysis the load carrying capacity we will introducing our design at which point we will thick our deck slab, or what should be the alternate to provide to resist this sudden stress also. So the influence line are very useful in the speedy determination of value of function, and it gives the section under any complex system. So there are the lots of software is also available nowadays, but the influence line are very useful for speedy determination as per the manual method is concerned, and the value of function at given section under any complex system loading we will find out, because as the any complex loading system, but we were introducing the unit load, so it's very easier to found the shape after the coordinates is given as per the unit load we will apply our system complex. So original structure we also easily find out the shear force bending moment, and that's why it's very useful and speedy to determine the structures to under the moving load. Now what should be the important oil calculating the shear force bending moment and in our structure? I will represent by image also. I will take this image for the example of crane also. You can see that one car should be under driving in water. Now we uplift the crane. Now you here you have to must be thrown that if we doesn't about the main calculation of bending moment, shear force, or you can say the deflection, what should be the occurs in our real time. So I will be explain this example of crane and car. Now one crane should be stand over the front of this river cone, and the crane should be uplifted to the crane. You can see that effect of this crane truck. that load should be not calculating the car. What should be the crane should be lifting the capacity of car. You can see the slight deflection should be done throughout the crane. Why? Because the position of crane is not proper. Second one, we don't about the total weight of car, and that's why the position should be fixed due to deflection. Now again, go to the next slide. You can see that our total all our crane truck should be uh, deflected, and it should be drawn through this water. So this the best example of when we not calculating the perfect moment as well as the weighting capacity of lift, what should be the occur. You can see this in our next image. So you can also see our third image of this bridge. Third figure, totally crane should be drawn under the water. So these are the limitations of our structure also. So them phenomena are occur in our structure without knowing the moving load, without knowing that importance of shear force, bending moment and deflection, and most important, at which point it should be affect most of. So these three criteria are also given the significant effect in our structure, and that's why the influence line or rest of this whole method to determining the shear force, bending moment are important. Before we design any particular structure, we must be analysis through this severe point, and what would be the key point or key point where the point should be at maximum stress under the shear and bending moment. So these are the example. So you can visualize in your mind what should be the effect of analysis the structure and how it's to important before we design the structure. So in this chapter we will discuss the moving load from one point to the another point, such as live load on a bridge, because the moving is vehicle. So represent the variation of the reaction, shear force, bending moment and deflection specific point in given our data. Concentrated force move over the member. So and next is producing the constructing the influence line allow only one unit load, either 1 kilonewton or you can say the 1 newton, 1 kilopascal or 1 ton, to move over the beam from left to right. Always we travel to the beam left to right for unit load 1. Find the value and shear force of bending moment at the same point under the consideration of unit load, and move over the beam from left to right. So at different interval we will found the coordinates of the same. So the plot the value of shear force and bending moment over the length of beam, compute from the point under the consideration, and then finally we got the diagram of shear force, bending moment. So these are the steps that will be followed in identify or graphical representative of influence line diagram. So in this lecture 1 we will cover about the importance of influence line diagram, how the graphical represent by the done. So for the determinate structure we use unit load in 1. So kept in mind, while we go for the next lecture we will describe about the how the different load should be act on a beam and what should be the calculating the equation of shear force, bending moment. That should be described in a lecture 2. And later on we start with the example of beam, then it should be start on the example of foot over bridge also, to identify this moving load. So thank you dear student for listening the lecture 1. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for updating the new video or notification for new video I upload for the same lecture series design of structure. So this is the lecture 1 for influence line diagram. We shortly we upload a lecture 2 related to the same topic for the influence line diagram for determinate structure. Thank you students.